doing this live, man. These LeBron's supposed to be dropping today, and in less than 30 minutes, there's only gonna be 700 pairs available, man. So just be ready if y'all want to go after these LeBrons. It's definitely gonna be a more of a collector's piece for a lot of people for being hitting that 40K milestone. And like I said, it's only gonna be that many, not too many pairs, man. 700 pairs is not a lot. So just be mindful if y'all going after these, or if, make sure you have Apple Pay, PayPal ready, because it's definitely going to be a interesting release coming up soon, especially for these. So just be mindful. It's only gonna be 700 pairs made, so it's not a lot of pairs. So just be ready. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be dropping on sneakers in less than a half hour. They gonna be like 215 with tax, so it's not gonna be a lot of pairs. But for a collector's item, it's definitely going to be a crazy thing, especially when it comes to just trying to be mindful for these and trying to grab these for the retail. Like I said, it's not going to be a lot of pairs, man. Like I said, I got the numbers for them. Right now we got 8.5, we got 54 pairs. 9, you got 63 pairs. 9.5, you got 75 pairs. 10, size 10, you got 80 pairs. 10.5, you got 78 pairs. 11, you got 78 pairs. 11.5, you got 53 pairs. Uh, size 12, you got 76 pairs. 12.5, you got 6 pairs. Um, 13, you got 51 pairs. 13.5, you got 2 pairs. 14, you got 25 pairs. 15, you got 7 pairs. Uh, Size 16, you got 1 pair. 17, you got 2 pairs. And 18, you got 1 pair. So just be ready. Like I just gave you all the numbers for those. It's definitely going to be an interesting release for these. Like I said, knowing it's going to be 700 pairs. So just be mindful. It's definitely going to be a quick release, especially with Nike. You're trying to grab these for the retail game. So just be mindful. These will be dropping soon on the Sneakers app within less than a half hour. So it's definitely going to be crazy how this is going to go, especially, tomorrow we don't really got no releases. So this is probably going to be the hyped up release for today. So like I said, we'll see if a lot of people want to go for them. We'll see if they're gonna get it for the retail and go from there. Cause it's gonna be a quick release. We'll see gonna go, especially when it comes to that. Cause I know soon I'm about to get the 15-minute mark, especially for these shoes. Just be mindful and be ready for them, man. Like I said, I'm gonna try to go for 'em, it's knowing that they're gonna be a lot of pairs. And I'm a big Tyler Brown fan, but like I said, it's not gonna be a lot of pairs. So if you try to go after them, this is the greatest time to go after them right now, especially the way how the market is right now, especially where the sneaker game is moving and shifting a little bit. So, a lot of content creators, they already moving their way to move away from the platform now. So it's giving other people other chances too to try to build up on their platform too as well, and just try to move up on a YouTube level and be able to be better content creators. But like I said, guys, it's definitely today. The LeBron 23s will be dropping on the Sneakers app. Just be mindful, like I said, as gave the numbers. If you want to rewind the live a little bit so you can be able to know all the numbers and the sizes and where you can be able to fit in where you come to try to get these releases so you can get an outcome of how this release is going to turn out within less than a half hour. But like I said, man, it's definitely going to be a interesting release for these. Please be mindful. Like I said, these will be dropping on Sneakers app, so make sure you have Apple Pay and your PayPal ready so you can be able to get this release on a smooth run. Because, like I said, 700 pairs is not a lot of pairs, and you definitely want to try to get in engaged and get in the loop with that, because a lot of people want to try to get them. I know a lot of people at work. You definitely probably not catching a lot of these lives, especially with my other content creators there doing their lives too as well. Just be mindful. It's definitely gonna be crazy for this release. It's gonna be dropping soon on the Sneakers app, and it's definitely gonna be a good thing, man. Like I said, just be ready. It's definitely gonna be an interesting release. But like I said, guys, it's definitely gonna be it's gonna be crazy, man. 700 pairs, man. It's not a lot of pairs. Just want to be, an alert, because they're gonna be dropping. Nike gonna be done with this release, and they're gonna move on to the other one. And then too, you got the Jordan 5s too. They're on the way. That white and pink colorway. I mean, it's a nice colorway. It may even look like a constellation prize from the weight where they did their white and pink colorway. So I like them. I definitely have my eyes on, see if I can try to grab those for retail. It's gonna be, I think, 210, 215 with tax. So it's definitely gonna be interested in trying to grab these for the retail, and it's definitely gonna be it might be a sellout, it might move. Like I said, not too much going on this Saturday, this weekend. I think it's gonna be a cool off point for releases for Nike, and like I said, today's probably be the day, especially for actual uh legitimate hype release where people can get their eyes on these LeBrons. And I really don't think people just don't know how many is available right now. They just think it's just a regular typical LeBron. And now a lot of people trying to see what's going on. They know now it's like less pairs. Like, oh shoot, let me hurry up and get on here. And like I said, man, I got the numbers. Like I said, if you want to rewind this live real quick, you can see all the numbers on each side as to where you can sit where you sit at, because it's not gonna be a lot of pairs. So like I said, it's definitely gonna be 700 pairs available. Like I said, just be mindful that they will be dropping soon. Sneakers app. Make sure if you have an extra device around, make sure you grab that and you can be able to get it for retail. Hopefully you can hit on them, because that'll be great. Just for you being a LeBron fan, and let alone too, it's not a lot of pairs. So just be mindful. These will be dropping on sneakers. Please just be ready for these, because like I said, if you want them, make sure you have that information ready so you can be able to have a smooth checkout. Because this little release gonna be kind of crazy, especially they know it's not a lot of pairs around. So like I said, guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel, man. Like I always say, man, we definitely on the road to 5K. We're gonna try to get there as much as we can, so we can be able to get those. So we'll be mindful when they do drop. Um, it's gonna be crazy how it's gonna go. So just be mindful. These will be dropping on the sneakers app. It's definitely gonna be crazy how things gonna turn out today, especially with this drop. We got 19 minutes, man. Like I said, it's gonna be a crazy release for these. So I want y'all to get them for the retail game, because it's gonna be crazy how stuff gonna turn out, especially how now people know how many is available left. So just be ready, like soon, because like I said, we're gonna hit that 15-minute mark, and they definitely gonna be in the works of trying to grab these for the retail. Because I mean, they gotta do some numbers, like I said, knowing to be in low quality numbers of shoes. So it'll probably be about four-ish. I don't see it going no past $400, especially on this particular shoe. But knowing it being 700 pairs available, it definitely gonna spike it up a little bit more. Knowing that the quantity of them is not gonna be much. So like I said, man, just be mindful. These will be dropping on the sneakers app. If you want to get them, make sure y'all be ready for it. It's definitely be a shoe to go after, especially if you're a big time LeBron fan like myself. And also, you want to get them because he's celebrating his 40K. And it's definitely gonna be a nice shoe to have, if you're a big LeBron fan. But like I said, guys, just be ready. Like I said, about to hit that 15-minute mark. Definitely gonna be a shoe that a lot of people want to go for. If you're a LeBron fan, definitely just be ready, because it's gonna be highly limited. Like I said, it's definitely in the highly limited level right now. It's knowing they only have 700 pairs. So like I said, just get in the loop. If you want to get in there, hopefully you can get the win, because that's what we want. We want to get that energy and try to get that dub. We all want to get that dub. No matter what the release is. It's Team Dub over here, Team Manual over here. We're gonna do bots over here. But at the same time, we'll see how it turns out, man. Like I said, we got 2 minutes left. We're gonna hit the 15-minute margin. Everybody should be getting notifications for these LeBrons and be able to stay in the loop, so we'll be able to get them, man. Because Nike gonna let us know. Like I said, they want to be done with this release and go. They don't want to mess around. But like I said, guys, it's definitely gonna be interesting how this is going to pan out, because a lot of people want to go after the knowing it's limited now. But if it was just a normal release, it'll just be sitting. So we don't know. We don't know, especially with LeBron's. We don't know. We know it's gonna be a sitter or it's gonna be a sellout. So we'll see. Cause I mean, but for the looks of it, for the quantity of the numbers of how many is available, it definitely probably be a sellout. But who knows? We don't know. Sneaker community could just go left. We don't know. We have no clue on this. So, like I said, guys, it's definitely gonna be a interesting release when these drop. We want to try to get them for retail games or pay for resale for these. Cause like I said, these definitely gonna move like about four-ish, almost 500-ish. So it's going to be in between there. It's gonna be a high number, especially on the sneakers market, especially knowing it's gonna be a low quality shoe because it's definitely gonna sell out. I definitely see it's gonna sell out. Like I said, as long as it's 700 pairs. Like I said, if it was just a regular general release, they definitely will be sitting. They'll be definitely be outlet special. So like I said, it's gonna be crazy how this gonna turn out, especially on the sneakers app. Especially, we got one person in the chat, man. Hit that like button. Let me know you in here. Like I said, guys, it's definitely gonna be crazy how just stuff gonna turn out, especially because of sneakers app. And we have LeBron gonna be able to give our people opportunity to get this limited quantity shoe, and it's a limited edition shoe. So especially for him. All right, we just got the reminder that we'll be dropping in 15 minutes. So like I said, guys, definitely gonna be an interesting release for these shoes, man. Like I said, it's only gonna be 700 pairs. Only 700 pairs gonna be available. I want y'all to be able to be in the loop, so y'all be able to not miss out and trying to get them for that retail game because that's where it's at, man. I ain't trying to pay resale for these, but at the same time, knowing it's like a low quality amount shoes, I don't want y'all to miss out. So just be mindful. These will be dropping on sneakers app within 15 minutes. So like I said, just be ready. Like if you want them, just make sure you have Apple Pay, PayPal ready, and also just have your extra devices. If you have to go get an extra device from someone or have somebody else go for you, if you really truly want this shoe. But like I said, it's only gonna be 700 pairs. So if you're a big LeBron fan, like myself, and this is the shoe, man. This is the shoe to have, man. Especially coming for knowing to be a limited shoe, especially being 700 pairs. Like I said, I do have the numbers. Like I said, I have them. Go rewind my live a little bit. I definitely said all the numbers where it came to that, so you be able to know what's available and what you can have opportunity to go for the opportunity to try to cop because it's definitely gonna be limited. I want y'all to get it for retail, but like I said, guys, it's definitely gonna be a good shoe to go after, man. Like I said, I wouldn't count it out, especially being a LeBron shoe. If it was a Dunk or a Jordan, it'll be all over it. But it's different because of LeBron. But the only thing is different that it's only gonna be 700 pairs, so it's definitely gonna be I catch it for a lot of people because they know it's gonna be limited. So when they see it limited, they gonna try to go after it. The hype moves in mysterious ways. So it's definitely gonna be a go to for a lot of people. They trying to get them for retail because they know it's gonna go up in price and definitely gonna be a shoe that a lot of people want to go after and definitely gonna be a shoe that people want to have as a collection because it's only gonna be 700 pairs, so it's not gonna be a lot of pairs to try to go after. It's definitely gonna be a limited amount, so it's gonna be a limited run. Like I said, it's only gonna be the release for this weekend. It's not gonna be no releases tomorrow on sneakers. So this is gonna be the release for Saturday. It's today, so you just want to be mindful that, like I said, these will be dropping in 13 minutes. So if you want to go after them, please make sure you have your information ready. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Let me know you guys are in here. Like I said, it's definitely gonna be an interesting release for these LeBron's 23s. Like I said, it's definitely a good looking shoe to have. It's got that iridescent, look and colorway. It got the little crowns. It's got a lot of details in it. It got 40K on the back, so it's definitely gonna be a nice shoe to have. If you're a LeBron fan, you put it on toe. It's a nice shoe. You do something nice with it. It's definitely gonna be a short shoe. But like I said, it's definitely it's gonna be limited. It's gonna be limited. It's not gonna be a lot of pairs. So, 700 pairs is not a lot, but you don't want to mess around with that. Like I said, just be mindful. These will be dropping on sneakers app. It's gonna be a nice shoe to have. If you want to go after them, like I said, just make sure you have your PayPal, your Apple Pay ready. Make sure you have all those ready, those devices ready, so you be prepared. So once this drop happens within 12 minutes, you don't have no problems because definitely, like I said, it's gonna be highly limited. Like I said, I just said spoken the numbers in my live. You may have to go back real quick if you want to. It's definitely gonna be an interesting thing, especially because of these drops. So just be mindful. These will be dropping in 12 minutes on Sneakers app, and I definitely said, like I said, I'm gonna go after them. I actually like the shoe. Like I said, it's got a lot of details, good details in it. Especially put in my LeBron collection because I don't have really no new LeBrons after the LeBron 20. I skipped over the 21s and the 22s. So 23 probably will bring some live life back into it. And at the same time, me being a person that live in Ohio is definitely a go-to shoe to have, especially coming to being LeBron being living in Ohio too as well. So like I said, guys, definitely gonna be a sellout worthy. Definitely not gonna be sitting around knowing that it's only 700 pairs. So just be mindful. These will be dropping on the sneakers app. I want y'all to get it for the retail game so y'all miss out and stay in the loop because these gonna be dropping in less than 10 minutes. So like I said, man, just stay engaged. I definitely will have info, especially when it comes to trying to grab these for retail, so you don't miss out, man. Because it's definitely gonna be crazy how these gonna drop. But like I said, guys, it's gonna be crazy. I want y'all to get it for retail. We got 10 minutes left. Make sure y'all get ready, man. It's getting down to the last wire. 10 minutes, the last minutes for the release. Just be ready, man. As these will be dropping on the sneakers app. Um, I said it's probably gonna be like around 210, 215. So a lot of people are gonna go after these. A lot of resellers gonna try to go after these, and they gonna try to flip these because, like I said, he's definitely gonna be a reselling worthy, especially knowing gonna be 700 pairs. I wonder if they're gonna have them numbered. That'd be cool if he had them numbered, but highly doubt it. Maybe I don't know. Nike may do something there because I know this is a milestone for LeBron, so we'll see. Because like I said, I don't really know all the specs about this shoe. I just know a couple of specs, but not all the specs to where people are gonna try to go after these, knowing it's 700 pairs. But it's definitely gonna be crazy how this gonna pan out. So we'll see how it goes, especially try to get these. Like I said, I know a lot of people at work, so that's why I see the live count is not that well right now. But it's definitely, I got to continue doing these lives and continue doing more of them. Like I said, these LeBrons will be dropping in 9 minutes, man. Get ready. These will be dropping. I want y'all to try to get them for retail. It's definitely gonna be a low. It's gonna be a low number of these, so I want y'all to get them. You can stay in the loop so you don't miss out. It's gonna be crazy how these gonna drop. So just be ready, man. It's definitely gonna be a crazy release for these. We got more releases on the way, especially in the month of October. So we got a lot more to come. This has been a slow start for a lot of shoes and a lot of releases. So just gotta give us time to where they will be dropping soon. And we gotta just wait on Nike, see what they gonna do. So, like I said, guys, we got 9 minutes left. Make sure y'all be ready, man. Stay in the loop, man, because it's definitely gonna be dropping soon. So you'll be able to get these for retail games. But at the same time, guys, I'm about to get off here, man. I just wanted to get on this live real quick, just talk to you guys about these LeBron 23s. If you're going after them, let me know in the comments if you are. If you're not, that's okay. But at the same time, make sure you like, comment, subscribe to this channel. If you haven't yet, make sure you come over here and just subscribe to the channel, man. Come join the Butcher and Crew. We'll definitely talk about a lot of stuff, especially because of sneakers and sneaker-related content, and also, sneaker drama. But at the same time, like, comment, subscribe to this channel, man. Like I said, we on the road to 5K, so we're going to try to get there. I guys definitely going to do a giveaway for us hitting the milestone 4K. So at the same time, make sure y'all stay in the loop. Go on my Instagram at Butcher and Kickz. It's the same as my handle on here. I got it in the description. So at the same time, hug your loved ones because the next time you see them again. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll definitely be doing more lives coming on the way. I may do one later on tonight. But at the same time, make sure y'all stay in the loop. Hit that alert so you don't miss out. So you can get the notification. So at the same time, hug your loved ones because the next time you see them again, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.